reflect on previous conversations and start to think about what have I missed? How did I show up? How did others perceive me? Was I actively listening? Was I judging? So yeah, you can go back and say, man, this person, if I'm honest with myself, are there some things that I need to do to show up differently going forward? Yeah, wonderful. There. Anyone else? Let's open the floor for reflections, thoughts, questions. Yes.
Transfer my disciples are rewarding my practical. Did you learn that? So you want to observe, you want to tell, you want to. We're going through things, so they're learning as I'm learning.
Oh, I love this. Fantastic. Take it back with you. Take it to work. Take it to your family. Transfer it. And to the point that they get excited here. What's next? What's the next step? Oh, that's fantastic. All right, let's look at our objectives. I always want to do this so we all know we're on the same page. Exploring how our differences and similarities impact us, not just in our lives, but certainly here at the church. Use dialogue to assist in communicating across differences. Started doing some of that last night. We'll continue doing that tonight and Friday night. And then gain clarity and understanding on key leadership and ministry issues. This is where our focus will be throughout the next couple of days. In our group agreements, I cannot thank you all enough for abiding by the group agreements. I feel indebted because this is a group that wants to be here. The way I say the reason why I say that is because this isn't a company, this isn't an organization where you've been mandated to come. You had the choice. You didn't have to come. And so I'm grateful that you're showing up and that you're willing to say, I can abide by these for this to be a productive and safe space. So we've been listening, certainly continue to have the right to pass. Want to make sure we keep the conversations confidential, especially those stories yesterday, those stories that were in those small triad groups. People were getting vulnerable, and you saw it. People were sharing some things that were kind of close to them, challenges that they had to endure or go through because of a power down identity. Keep those within the triad. Continue to do that. Lean in and lean out. You're doing very well here. We're going to continue suspending judgment, respectfulness. I feel it in this room. Thank you all so much. Allow for clarification and be present. Just that last reminder, turn those phones on mute. In fact, I think I can do the same right now. Put them on mute or vibrate. If you need to take a call, please feel free to step out and take a call. Any questions? Feeling good with that? All right, let's look at our dialogue here on the post-it. Use these throughout the evening. And our scripture for today.
Be present.
Blessed are those
Get off
who
that phone.
find what?
I'm just
Wisdom. Those who gain understanding. For she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. Proverbs 3, verses 13 and 14. I love this because it says, blessed are those who find wisdom and those who gain what?
Understanding.
That's the purpose of dialogue.
Yeah.
That's the purpose, to gain understanding. And the Lord is saying, it is better to have dialogue for understanding than even gold. If I can understand my brother, if I can understand my sister, that is more powerful than gold and silver. I said, oh, and I love that it says, for she. I think women have a better way of understanding than us men. I really do. I said, boy, something biblical is powerful in there. It's amazing. It said, for he. No, for she is more profitable than silver. It gives better returns than gold. Here's what we're going to do today. It's going to feel a little bit different. I get excited when we get to this part. I was sharing with the pastors. I get excited because I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what the issues are. I don't know if there are any issues in this church. I always say where there are people, there are issues. So I know there are issues, but I don't know what they are. But I do believe that we have put in place, all of us collectively, have put in place a foundation for constructive dialogue. That it won't feel bitter, it will feel positive, and that we can make some headway as a team. But I don't know where it's going to go. In just a few minutes, we're going to ask both of the pastors to step out. In fact, I'm going to ask the pastor's wife to step out as well. We don't want there to feel like there's a spy in the room or conflict of interest or anything like that. They're going to step out. They're going to be gone for about, if past behaviors in the experience, probably be about 40, 45 minutes. They'll step out, they'll be gone. So we're going to talk. And I have 4 questions that I'm going to put on the flip chart one at a time. We'll put one question at the top of the flip chart, and we will answer that question for about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll go to the second question. We will answer that question. We'll go to the third question. We will answer that. We'll put several things on the flip chart, and then we'll go to the fourth. After we do those 4 questions, we will take a break. I'll tell everybody, you all have some free time for about 10 minutes. I'll take those flip charts, run down to the pastor study, share them with the pastors just so they can get some insight on what we've been talking about. Then we will come back together as a group and we will start having a dialogue about those answers, about those things. And we'll go as far as we can get tonight and we'll continue them on Friday. Does that make sense? And I know you're probably wondering what are those questions. I will reveal them as we get to them. So we're going to have some kind of order to this. I will tell you this. The first question is, what do we know about our pastors? What do we know about our pastors? So when they leave in just a minute, all of us are going to write, what are all the things we know about our pastors? And I mean, family, history, leadership styles, whatever comes to mind. What are all the things we know? We're just going to put a list up here. The pastors will be surprised at how much you all know about them. But that's going to get us started. We'll spend a little bit of time doing that, and then we'll progress to the other questions. Any questions on that so far? Make sense? All right, pastors? See? All right, have fun.
Yeah, and then the camera goes off.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I'm going to ask you to move your chairs up a little closer. I'll move this out.
So the one night I sit by you, makes a lot, Pastor.
One thing we know about our pastors is that one of them sings
And it's Keith Spencer Goodman.
all the time.
Tenor extraordinaire.
Hi, Jay.
We're back, Jay.
Hey. I got my key. I locked it just because she was in there. Didn't want anybody walking in. There's a pull-out couch.